My name is Angelique Danielle. I am the owner of Foxy Red Productions, and I am a writer, director, feature filmmaker, all of the things. Check out all of my social medias to find out more about me. I write whenever I get the urge, whenever an idea overcomes my thoughts. There are moments, most of my moments, where I'll wake up from dreaming to jot down like a line or a joke or an idea premise for what I think would be a great screenplay or skit or what have you. I find time to write when I find time. If I had to narrow it down, for me, it's not necessarily just the best time, it's the best day. I like Sundays. Sundays are my reset day. Sundays feel lighter. Sundays are usually the day I deep clean. So once I've done a deep clean of my home and got the energy right in my household, that is a time where if I had to say I force myself once I have a clean environment, once the vibe is set, the aesthetic is just more appeasing, and then I'll give myself a timeline of like maybe an hour to three to just go, whether it has structure in the writing. I just go and go and go and go, and then I take time here and there throughout the week to go back and reformat it, to tweak things, to change things if necessary. When the sun is shining, I love natural light shining in on my window. Those are the best times for me to write. I can only speak for me as a writer. When it's a thought that is repetitive, when it's something that I can't shake, when I feel like it's going to be impactful, that's when I know, okay, it's time to write this down. Or when something is really funny to me, I have a different type of sense of humor, and so when something's really funny to me, I'm like, okay, now it's time to write. Or when the pieces of the puzzle start putting themselves together in my mind, that's when I know it's time to write. My writing process can take anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour or 45 days to a year. It really just depends on how pressing the idea is or how important. I'm also one of those people who I go back and rewrite an idea 30 times before I come up with, okay, this is it. This is the final stage. With me writing this short that I'm in the middle and that I'm in production right now for, that it took so much in me not to tweak that more than I already have, because I feel like that is one thing that I need to work on. It stagnates my process as far as execution. My writing process is very unpredictable. But for the short, we'll use that for example. It took me maybe about three to four solid months to really hone in on. And it helped that I was unemployed during the time, because it was easy for me to go to it every day, because what else was I doing other than looking for a new career path? But yeah, my writing process does not have a specific timeline, but I need to work on that. Over the years, it's been a variation. As of late, I really want to challenge myself to write more drama, but I can say I've been more close to comedy, satire. Those really have inspired any of the writing I've done in the past. But in the last 2 years, one of what has become my favorite genre and something that I'm working into a lot of my projects is surrealism. I'm very captivated by the unexplainable and the oh that would never happen type of, that type of deal. And so a lot of my projects, maybe the last 3 or 4 that I've been writing, have a little tinge of surrealism in them. And for those that don't know what surrealism is a way of make believe, your imagination, things that really wouldn't come to be. And then making it in actuality. And so for me, surrealism has really taken me to a deeper level of writing, and I feel like it is a way for me to free up that creative, imaginative process that I have that just kind of bombards me. And so I'm able to get that out on paper, and hopefully soon with the proper funding, I'll be able to bring that writing to life on film. With my art, I hope to accomplish impacting someone, whether it be a large number, a group of people. I want to inspire the masses. I want to motivate and breathe life into those who feel stuck. I want to be a part of what helps guide people in the right direction. I want to do meaningful things with my work. I don't write in hopes to be this huge, director, creator on a Hollywood set. I write because I want to provoke thought in people, and I want to be a part of helping give life back to the industry of film and storytelling. I really just want to move people's hearts. And I also feel like, everyone has a gift. I feel like one of my gifts is writing, and I don't want to squander my gift. I want to be able to do what I was purposed to do from a higher power with that gift. And so writing for me, I just want to impact lives. For me personally, writing is definitely my form of therapy. It always has been. When I was younger, teenage, like preteen, I journaled a lot. I wrote a lot to work through my depression. And that's a heavy thing for me. Mental health is a huge deal. So for me, like I said, it's a form of therapy. It's a form of, it's a positive coping mechanism. I like to be able to look back at some of the things I've written, and especially when I'm not in a great place about how I'm feeling. But when I'm able to look back on some of my work and some of the things I've written, that it reactivates something in me. It also reminds me of who I am and the things that I'm capable of, and how intelligent I actually can be and articulate. It's a confidence booster. It helps me to stay on my game, to really keep myself in check. Something I think people would be interested in learning about me through my writing is that I'm a little quirky, that I'm not all that meets the eye. There's a lot more depth to me than maybe people really understand or realize, and it's more of a view into my brain and how I think. And that's also something I want to convey to the world, is how I actually operate up here, because it's sometimes hard for me to verbally say, but when I write, I'm able to express my every inner thought so vividly. And so I think just to understand who I am in general would be awesome. And I think that's something that my writing does. As a screenwriter, the areas of growth that I'm looking forward to are my structure. I want to be quicker with my writing, not rush through it, but I want to be able to give myself a prompt, give myself a deadline, meet that deadline in a shorter time frame, so that I can execute more of these projects and give you all more of what I've been dying to reveal to you all. So I hope to make sure that I'm practicing a better structure and I get better every time. I also I just want to gain